Welcome back to another episode of the Will Talks Disney YouTube page. And today we have two of my favorite things. Okay, we've got snacks, Halloween themed snacks. So we've got party snacks that are coming into the normal day. And we're going to talk about the special entertainment that's coming to the parks. We're talking villain cavalcades and a spooky quartet that's coming back as alter egos. So stick around and find out. So this first story comes from another great website, All Ears Net, and we've got 5 ghoulish great Halloween treats to try at Disney World right now. Okay, I mean, that drink looks good. We got some spooky apple punch. So, again, they're starting off, again, this is all going to start on September 15th. We're going to see the parks transformed. We're going to have Halloween in full effect in the parks. And so I could not be happier. I could not be more excited for all these shots. We need more Halloween at Disney in our lives. So if you know me, you know that I love snacks. I've been told by my family that if I don't, stop the way I tour and vacation, my wife is going to take a spreadsheet and ration my snacks because I take so much. I mean, they're Disney snacks. It's delicious. I mean, my kid wants to buy chips with the snack credit. And I'm like, oh my God, you cannot buy a chips with the snack credit. Here's money. Let me buy the $7 or $8 like festival snack. Let me get something delicious. Look at this. It's the same thing. Value, people. Value. Let's go. So why I am excited about this. So the first thing we have up is the Constance for Better or Worse wedding cake that's themed off of the Haunted Mansion. I mean, look at this thing. Oh my gosh, this thing looks so delicious. I know this was a huge hit last year during the Halloween party. So here we've got a citrus cake, raspberry, Bavarian cream, whipped cream flowers, which would be these right here. It looks good. And a chocolate axe. So this can be found at the Liberty Square Market, which is where you can also find Lucky's Pickle. If you don't know that, you're not listening to the Misfits on Main, and shame on you. But this looks really good. It was a huge, huge hit at the Halloween party last year. And this time, you can get it as a day guest. So that's a win. So the next up, we have the spooky apple punch. So this one right here is actually featured in Disney's Animal Kingdom. This is both a non-alcoholic and an alcoholic drink. I don't know if you want to trust it with that ice cube there like that. We got a gummy worm, which I am always down for. So let's see what's in it. Okay, so the rotten apple punch. So it's a little bit of a villain good thing mixed together. So you got rotten apple punch is Sprite mixed with Monin apple syrup, Angry Orchard cider, which is normally pretty good, Fireball cinnamon. Fireball's good. Oh no, and we just lost the video. Sorry, this is live, and we're back. Fireball cinnamon whiskey, and it both comes in an alcoholic and a non-alcoholic version. And I mean, how can you not love that poisonous glow cube? The price is a little spooky at $15, but you are at Disney, so I guess you understand. Ooh, a MOA. Sorry, ADD. Oh, the next one, pumpkin bread tiramisu. Oh my gosh. So as an Italian, I think it's in my blood to love tiramisu. Also, I love pumpkin flavor, so this thing looks delicious, okay? Basically, they call it heaven on earth. This treat tastes like pumpkin pie was transformed into a delicious tiramisu. Ooh, that combo sounds really good. So you've got layered creamy mascarpone and spiced pumpkin cake. Oh, I wish I was going to the parks. That looks so, so good. I'm not sure what's going up on top. I don't know what that is. I don't know if they're using like some flame to heat that marshmallow mascarpone up. Maybe, but you can also find this at Rosie's All-American Cafe, which I believe is on Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood Studios. So far we've seen a couple treats. So we've got one from Magic Kingdom, one from Animal Kingdom, a nice drink, and now we've got this delicious treat here. Okay, moving on to the pumpkin cheesecake cannoli. I mean, really, Disney with my Italian-American heritage. You are knocking it out of the park. I mean, look at this thing. Cannolis are delicious. If you haven't had one, normally they're great. Chocolate chip ones are good too. But pumpkin flavored cannolis, I mean, does the world get better than this? If you haven't, I mean, now this comes from PizzaRizzo. So here you'll find the wondrous pumpkin cheesecake cannoli. This crispy hazelnut praline cannoli shell is practically bursting with pumpkin cheesecake filling. Oh, my boy. I mean, pumpkin cheesecake, delicious. Cannoli, boom. Match made in heaven. How come no one has thought of this before? And the price is really good. Only $4.99. And so now, I know I've talked about this on my Instagram page. The next thing we're coming up is a cupcake. I have not always been the biggest fan of Disney cupcakes. Usually they're specialty cupcakes. I find them to be dry, really over-iced, and not the greatest thing. They're very Instagram-worthy, and they look very pretty, but from a taste standpoint, there's a little left to be desired. So right now here we've got the not-so-poisonous apple cupcake. I mean, look at this thing. From an Instagram standpoint, that's probably like a 10 out of 10. I mean, the way they're going to do those and how those look, that looks really, really good. So what's in it? So it's at Pinocchio's Village, Haus, $6.99. So if it's there, I don't know if you have to use mobile order to get it. I think you do, but maybe you don't. I unfortunately haven't been to the parks, but I believe Pinocchio's Village House is only mobile order. So this is made with spiced apple cake piled high upon with pecan cream buttercream. Ooh, so I mean, they're saying it looks good. So far we got 5 delicious treats. I'm really excited for Halloween at the park. So just to kind of give you a recap of what they cost, what they are, what you can get them at real fast. We've got here the not so poisonous apple cupcake, $6.99 at the Pinocchio Village House, for $4.99 over in Hollywood Studios, or no, yes, in Hollywood Studios at PizzaRizzo. You got the pumpkin cheesecake cannoli, which that looks good, for $4.99, maybe the steal of the day. At Rosie's All-American Cafe in Hollywood Studios, $4.99 for a pumpkin tiramisu. Oh, that is such a steal. If you're thirsty and you want to get your drink on, you can head to Flame Tree Barbecue, and for $15 you can get this, or you can probably get you can get a non-alcoholic version of it as well. And finally, for $6.29 over at the Liberty Square Market. The way they were doing this last year, they had some domes. I mean, this is a work of art. That is chocolate and edible. So there you go. You've got 5 delicious snacks. Let me know which one you're looking forward to most. So as a young YouTube page, if you like my work and you like what I'm doing and you want to support me, the best thing you can do is dropping a comment, subscribing, hit that little notification bell, and smash that like button. Smash, smash, smash. I don't know why I did this, but I think I've seen YouTubers do it. So if you like it, help me spread the word. Let's find some more Disney fans and we can all have fun together. So if you like it, subscribe and consider dropping a like. And our final story of this 2-part Halloween themed story comes from the Great Disney Parks blog. Last week we got the announcement of all the Halloween offerings that are coming to Walt Disney World, but now we've got a little bit more detail on the entertainment. So this comes from Sean Slater over at Disney. So we know starting September 15th, going all the way through Halloween. So I'm just going to read you, let you know exactly what's going on here. And then we can break it down. We can go through some pictures and have some conversation. So throughout the day, Halloween cavalcades, which you knew about, will pop up on the parade route and head down Main Street, USA. You could come across Mickey Mouse and his pals all dressed up for the occasional beautiful Halloween costumes. That sounds awesome. I'm very excited for those. On select days, which Disney, what does select days mean? We want to know, because if people have to plan park reservations, we need to know which days to be in the park to see the villains. Sorry, I just broke the lead. But on select days, you may even encounter a cavalcade of Disney villains. From Gaston, who we've already have, and Maleficent. Now, does that mean Maleficent, the dragon with fire? Or is she going to come in the cavalcade with Gaston in like a little cubby thing? We shall find out. But I would be really cool if Maleficent came down with fire. I don't know how Disney feels from a safety perspective of a fire-breathing dragon coming down Main Street. Fingers crossed that we can happen. We're also going to have the Queen of Hearts, who you don't really see too often outside of the Halloween parties. So awesome. And Jafar, which is, I mean, Gaston and Maleficent are pretty well known throughout the parks, but the Queen of Hearts and Jafar, good job, Disney. And my favorite part, creeping down the path or a nightmarish procession featuring the Pumpkin King himself, Jack Skellington, aka my alter ego. So this is really, really cool news. To be able to see any of these cavalcades, especially the Jack Skellington ones. What I would like to know a little bit more from Disney, I don't like when they're coy about when they're, say, select days. Usually when it's select days, say from like a Halloween party standpoint, you know which those days are, because if I was going to the parks, I would really want to see these cavalcades. Now, does it mean like we're going to see cavalcades of all the villains throughout the day? Like you might see Gaston and Maleficent at one time, and then you might see the Queen of Hearts and Jafar, and then with Jack Skellington, are we going to get Sally too? And Jack Skellington is a bad guy? Or is he a Halloween themed? Huh, well, I guess he did steal Santa. I've been living a lie. But, okay. And some other good news from our entertainment side is one of my favorites, the Dapper Dans, are coming back, reprising their role in their undead alter egos as the Cadaver Dans. So they're an a cappella group. They're really good. And you could see them when they emerge from their tombs. So we've got a lot of cool stuff going on. Cadaver Dans, villains. Still shocked that Jack Skellington is a villain. I've been loving him my whole life. But then again, I do love Ursula and Hades, so can't come at your boy too hard. So we've got Minnie. Again, Walt Disney World is trying to press Hollywood and Vine down our throats. The food's the food. I mean, it's not as bad as some people say, but it's okay. But if you want to see Minnie in some Halloween garb, you can go see her there beginning on September 25th. So it's going to change up a little bit because normally it is a sit-down character buffet meal. What I believe their plan is going to be is you kind of have shared appetizers and then you pick from an entree. They're talking about a monster feast, which, I mean, if you get to see Minnie in this awesome Halloween costume, go for it. So you got your hostess and you can wave and snap photos of Minnie Mouse dressed as a happy witch. You got Goofy as a spooky cowboy. Awesome. Mickey Mouse as a funny vampire. And his best pal, Pluto, getting to wear a cute Halloween collar. So this gives me more hope for our last video where we talked about Hollywood and Vine on the Christmas side where they only named 2. So maybe we'll get 4 there as well. So I think this is really, really exciting news. So overall, I think these are a lot of cool things that are coming for the Halloween at Disney, again, starting September 15th with some other things kind of going on later. But those snacks look amazing. You got some cool drinks. You got villains coming through the cavalcades, the Cadaver Dans. So I'm excited for all my friends that are going to be down there. I know my good buddy CJ is going to be right on property in Magic Kingdom for September 15th. So I'm really excited. I mean, we're 4 days away from getting that, which is awesome. Maybe it'll be 3 days when I put this up, but we're all done. And again, I'm sorry for this going longer, but we're going to try to keep them down. So have faith, trust, lots of pixie dust, and I look forward to the next time we talk Disney.